Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Goff taking it right to the air. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Working quickly here. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third down, 1 yard to go. From the gun, Goff. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Goff on 1st and 10. He's on the move. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Off play action, Goff. Has it at the 7. And they get to him, but this is a 1st down. They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Once more, it's Montgomery. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. And that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end. Well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They'll go for it. Goff. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Backed up in the end zone. Jackson. Escapes the pocket. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Has it in close. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up. He's throwing for it. Oh, they're going to bring him down. They get the sack and preserve their 1-point lead. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Lamar out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Another try following the sack. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Lamar off the play fake. This one's to Andrews outright. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Lions take possession of the football. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw from Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again following the sack. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now the Lions calling a timeout. Their first. Third and a lone yard coming up. Goff to the air now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And what will they dial up on third and short?
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
A final throw before the break. That's low and bounces short of his man. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, Brock, it has been a fun one so far, and hopefully it gets even better. Second half underway from Mexico City. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now gone. He beams one deep right side. Into a crowd and intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Complete Derrick Henry. Still has some space inside the 35. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Pistol snap to Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Likely's got it right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Out of the gun, Henry. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another run for Henry. And he drives this forward to the 6. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And they pick him off again. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 5. This is complete to Gibbs. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run again with Montgomery. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 39. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So the Lions giving it another go, trying for 2 once more. He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Well, Brock, I know you're fond of referencing the great sport of baseball. That is 3 strikes for them, going for 2, and frankly, a little surprising they even tried it a 3rd time.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm officially out on this, and if we get a golden sombrero, I may walk right out of this box.
Here's Steven Sims with the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 10 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Goff now on 3rd down. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Now a pitch to Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcement.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Here's that Lions offense lining up to try for two once again. It's caught. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the two-point conversion. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hardy on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
I don't know how many you could have next to you,